What it is, guys, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming at you tonight with a bit of a conundrum. Now, what I want to talk about tonight is the Purple Dragonstone, but the reason I'm talking about this, I told you guys at the beginning of the anniversary, don't spend your Dragonstones yet, because when it comes to a lot of the units, we don't know what we're going to get, and so waiting till the banners kind of start to die off, people are losing interest in this, we're all starting to look forward to 300 mil. Not to say I'm done summoning, I still haven't pulled Vegeta, either one of the Vegetas, Baby Vegeta or the Super Saiyan 4. So I definitely am still after those two, but my big problem is, I've got 2 Purple Dragonstones, and I'm sure a lot of you do, and most of you probably haven't spent them yet. So it's something that really bears thinking about, and planning, and contemplating. Because for me, first of all, these 2 right here at the beginning, nah, they're done deals. Neither one of them are getting it. Mine are both finished and have been finished for like a year plus, but they're kind of done. I have no interest in them. The tech has replaced the Fizz almost completely until the Fizz gets an easy A. And the AGL, he's a good support. That's about it. He never really was much of a hitter. Okay hitter, but by today's standards, just trash. So, it bears a thought process for me. Okay? So, I want to figure out what I'm going to spend my Purple Dragonstones on. And if I'm honest, most of my units are done. So, like if I go down here, Super Gogeta's been done since he first showed up. Goku's been done. You guys know I'm working on my second Fizz Gotenks. That one's almost rainbowed. Now, my STR 17 was only recently completed. Super Saiyan 3 Broly's been done, and I don't even use him that often, if I'm honest. In Kid Buu is done. Strength Janemba is done. That leaves 3 units left. That's all I have to think about. Like, everybody else is rainbowed. And once again, I know a lot of people that even watch my channel that spend way more money than even I do in this game on their games. So I'm sure this is not an unusual conundrum to people. So it's something that bears thinking about. Now, obviously the answer to some people is, okay, well, it's Insta Baba points, or hold on to somebody that's most likely going to get a refresh at some point, like, you know, Kid Buu, I wouldn't say Super Saiyan 3 Broly, but, you know, feed the Super Saiyan 4s with a dupe. I think that's kind of a waste personally, but that's me. So what I think this bears talking about, and once again, I'm not even considering those 2. I wouldn't consider those 2 for anybody. What I think this bears talking about is what is coming to the game that we know as far as JP is concerned. Are any of these other units up for grabs? Because I'm going to pretend that you're in a situation like I am. You probably have 3 units. I don't know which 3 units. You have probably 3 units that each could take 2 dupes to complete. Now, the instant answer probably is, since I don't have Strength Vegeta, to grab AGL Vegeta. Except for me, I'm going to continue hitting this banner until I pull AGL Vegeta. I'm doing basically a single summon a day when we get back to the time in which I can do live streams, which Sunday night, we're going to try to do one tomorrow night, but Sunday night I think is the next night that's 100% going to happen. Just wife being out of town and all that makes it incredibly difficult. So, I'm not 100% certain that I want to invest in him. Now, I do have about 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks to figure this out. But I also don't want to wait forever and lose my Dragonstone. So let's talk about what is coming to Dokkan Battle, starting with the Easy A banner for Golden Frieza. Now, Tech Golden Frieza is getting an Easy A. And you know who's on that banner? Bada bing, bada boom, this dude. So, Int Gogeta is on that banner. So if your Int Gogeta's missing some units, that's a really great opportunity to snag him, because you know there's only 3 featured units on that banner. Well, 4, but one's an SR. 3 featured SSRs on that banner that, so your odds of pulling a featured unit, remember it's like 5% chance to pull a featured unit, are pretty good. You have a good chance if you want to rainbow him, if that's your big goal. You don't have the AGL, because once again, I'd argue that the AGL is even better than him. Though, real talk, you can use them both on the same team, because one's Super Gogeta, one's Super Saiyan Gogeta. That's probably the time that I'd honestly go after him, because I'm going to use the Purple Dragonstone for something that's a little less common. Okay? So that's the next opportunity. Now, we still haven't had Janemba, so when Golden Frieza's coming around, who knows? My understanding is Janemba's probably coming up in the gap between 4th anniversary and 300 mil. 300 mil should be coming at the end of the month or near the end of the month, and then this ends sometime in the middle of the month. So it's something that bears thinking about. But that's the next best thing, and that should be probably coming around October. Okay? Now, if your answer is Super Saiyan 4 Goku, once again, you didn't pull the AGL. I've got too many of the AGL, but I will honestly still use this guy. If I pull Vegeta, yes, he's probably a better leader for that team, but he will still work on my mono team, so he still does hit pretty well. He is, I could say, antiquated, but a unit that still hits reliably in the multiple millions. Hard to call that antiquated, even if the power creep on this game is insane. Still a good unit, but for me, he's actually coming back on the Goku Black EZA banner. And that probably is going to be here before too terribly long, so that kind of tears it for me on that one. Once again, 3 featured cards. Goku, the Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta, the tank one. I think it's the tank one. I think it is. And then, of course, Physical Goku Black. So if you really want to get it, good chances on that banner. Trunks and Zamasu. Now, Trunks and Zamasu is an interesting bag for me. Trunks and Zamasu actually don't have, where I'm looking at it here, they don't have any of these units on there. So I don't think it's really one to consider. The only thing I would throw out there is, while it does have the physical Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, it also has the tech, which is, in my opinion, a better unit. Just his triple attack is pretty clutch, if I'm not lying. And it has Evolution Blue, and it has AGL Super Saiyan Gogeta. So it kind of nullifies most of the units on this banner. It's not one that carries any of these units, but it also isn't one that is overly... it overshadows a lot of these units. It really does. So it's another hard sell. As you can kind of see, this is where I'm kind of stuck. Now, the AGL Zamasu. Now, this banner is going to have quite a few good things on it. It's going to have the AGL Rose, which, once again, we've kind of already discussed. Is meh. It has the Strength Rose, which is a way better unit, in my opinion. One I already have finished. But it also has the Physical Broly, which is a fantastic unit. I don't know if you can't really put him in the same league as the tech. Other than that, it doesn't really kind of affect this so much, but it just kind of goes back to the AGL is kind of a dead issue, in my opinion. Now, the Spirit Bomb Goku? It's kind of like the movie Goku. I say movie Goku. He kind of looks like the scene where he absorbs the Spirit Bomb, but I think it's just the Spirit Bomb Goku from Namek. The Strength one, that banner has quite a bit on it. It has the Angel Super Saiyan 3 on it. Now, again, not that it necessarily pertains to this, but it has the Transforming AGL Goku on there, which is a fantastic unit, which does kind of I guess, take the place of a lot of these units, so it doesn't really replace those units. It has both of the Transforming Frieza and Goku on there, which, remember, for 120 leads, and these are all 120 leads, does kind of replace them. So I'm not going to lie, when it comes to my Super Saiyan 3 Broly, I really don't use him that much anymore because I generally use the Frieza more. Frieza's a more reliable unit. He takes hits better. This guy doesn't take hits at all. I really don't use him that much. So, it's a thought. Plus, remember that AGL Goku kind of replaces... I'll be real. I use him more as a leader. That Goku for me is more of a sub-leader, though he does tank. This unit actually still hits. So, for me, I don't think that's so much a thought process in my head. But, yeah, these are things you got to think about. So, it's making my decision fairly hard. Now, we do have a lot of units coming up. Once again, the EZA for Buhan has the physical Gotenks. Now, my Gotenks is done, but yours may not be. And honestly, if I'm real, if you have the Tech Gotenks, which I'll be real. If you have the Deco Tanks rainbowed and you don't have this dude rainbowed, that's a weird scenario. But if you have the Deco Tanks rainbowed, he actually hits a little better than this guy and produces roughly about the same amount of damage. I did the damage test on there roughly about equal. Maybe Tech's slightly higher, but I think this guy's 9Q is slightly higher. So just take or leave whatever situation you want there. But if you need him, he's coming up, okay? He's coming up roughly about the next 6 months. The only other banner after that is the Piccolo banner that we just got on JP, but that's doesn't really have anything to do with what we're talking about today. It's got more category leads. And then that's actually a valid point here, are the 120 leads becoming irrelevant? Now, I don't necessarily think that's a very good argument because you can still rainbow these units, but the time, the effort involved... So let's go back over the situation here. So we have Int Gogeta's coming back. We have Strength Goku, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku's coming back. We have we talked about the Fizz, but I'm not gonna count him. We actually have same with the Rose. I'm not gonna count him. We have Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku coming back. Let's go back up here. That one is coming back. So the one thing I'm hearing here is most of the villains are not coming back, and of course HEL. So most of the villains do not seem to be coming back. And of course, if I really want him, I have good chances of pulling him off of the current banner. So it kind of brings me down to my number one option, which is the only villain I don't have rainbowed, which is, I thought it was him, it's not him, which is Physical Cooler. Now, I'm okay with this. Physical Cooler is a really good unit, and I still use him. I don't think he has a replacement in this game. Yet. Emphasis on yet. Is that what's coming next? Who knows? We don't know. We have... Okay. I take it back. We know exactly what's coming in on the anniversary, but transforming Gohan and Cell. So we know he's not going to get replaced for a while, and when it comes to Battlefield and all that, he's still useful. So I think that's my number one pick. So for me personally, it's one of those. Physical Cooler, I think, is going to be number one. It's either going to be Physical Cooler, or it's going to be the Tech Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Because remember, my LR and him work on the same team and link up halfway decently. Or it's Vegeta, who I could actually realistically pull off the banner. So I'm going to put a poll. I'm going to try to put it up at the top here and let you guys kind of, over the next, I don't know, week, over the next week, just let me know which unit you think. I was trying to think if there's something else that I wasn't accommodating for, but over the next week, let me know what you guys think, and whether it's going to be him, or Physical Cooler. I'm kind of leaning towards Physical Cooler, but these are the things you want to think about coming up here soon. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you stuck on the Purple Dragonstone? Because I know he's coming back. He's here right now. And Cooler's nowhere to be seen. I think he's the wise choice. In fact, none of the villains really seem to be getting any love over the next 6 months. My 2 cents. Hard call. Hard call, if I'm honest. And I know it's one of those, oh no, first world problems. You spent $100 on Dragonstones, and now you don't know what to do with your free unit. But it's a realistic thing. You could throw this away, but you're literally wasting money that you actually spent on this game. So you need to think about it like a thrifty human being and say, do I really want to piss away that $100, or do I want to use this accordingly? Because you may have, like me, gotten massively shafted off of those summons too. So that's the video, guys. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Just to see, just for silliness sake, 5 Dragonstones. If we pull an HEL Vegeta, that kind of tears it too. I'm still going to keep the poll up above, but yeah, it's just an interesting conundrum. I think it bears consideration. So that's gonna be the video. Let's see what we pull on this real quick. And we've got, let's see here, probably nothing from the looks of things. Let's see, Super Saiyan 2, no 3, so most likely nada. All right. Oh, new phone, who dis? Not really. You were not the AGL Vegeta we want. How dare you, sir? I did say I wanted an AGL Vegeta, didn't I? Ask and you shall receive. So yeah, the AGL Vegeta is still a consideration. Would rather have the STR, but it's apparently not happening. That's the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up on Booker. Let me know what y'all think. And I'll be back at you guys with more Dokkan Battle. I have the damage test for GT Trio. I just have to finish getting it edited up, and I should have it for you guys in the morning.